Hey friends, my name is Matt Reisinger. I'm a general contractor in Austin, Texas, but you may know me from the Build Show on YouTube. I had the pleasure of building my own personal house, and I recorded most of it on YouTube. Boy, it's been a lot of fun, and that's where I am today. This is my foyer right here. I partnered with HALO on this project, and every light in my house, minus these decorative fixtures, is all HALO. You know, it's amazing to me in my 27 years I've been in the building industry how much lighting has changed. I mean, think about what it was like 20 years ago to where it is today. And that's what we're talking about. We've got some really cool new products that I used on this house that I think you're really gonna like. But before we get there, let's talk about what lighting does for you as a builder. You know, lighting really is a differentiator, and it's really worth it to spend money on good lighting. But you know, as a custom builder, I've seen all kinds of things over the years, from kind of inexpensive products all the way up to some crazy expensive stuff. And that's one of the things I really like about HALO is they've got a really good line of lights that are super high quality, but yet affordable. And with some of the things we're going to talk about today, they've got some new features that are super innovative and different than what's available in the marketplace, that have saved me both time and money, and also solved a couple problems for me in the process. So with that being said, let me turn the camera on. Let me show you a couple of the products that we used here. And I'm gonna tell you about a couple of things that they really solve. So first off, Canless. This is a new version of Canless that actually has a nightlight. We'll talk about that in a second. But this is what I used a lot in my house. This is gonna have a separate driver. If I can open the box here. So this driver right here is going to have your Romex into this box. And then you can see there's no can. You just have these little spring clips which are going to hold this device up to whatever your ceiling is. And here's where it really made a difference in my house. I use these throughout my whole kitchen space here. And you can see I've got this beautiful wood ceiling. And when you're doing wood ceilings, you really want to make sure that your lights are lined up either maybe in the center of the board or on a seam. And with this Canless product, I was able to do that. That made a really big difference for me. So that all I had to do was put the Romex in the ceiling, and then later, when it was time to wire, I could actually put those cans exactly where I wanted them in board placement. The other big deal about these though really is plenum space. I mean, look how thin that is. And if I've got HVAC ducts, if I've got structural framing, whatever, we can fit these in some really thin spaces. And some of the other models are so thin they can actually fit in the drywall space. This one's a little thicker because it's got these spring clamps, but there are some that will fit in your 1/2 inch or 5 inch drywall space. So you could even put them on a rafter or on a bay where you've got some framing going on. That's a pretty incredible product with such a minimal size. The other thing that I want to mention that Stud Pack, I believe, gave us a quick install video on is this Quick Link. This is a low voltage lighting kit, which means that we're only going to have Romex to one location, and then we're going to string low volt wires to the rest. So for instance, this 6-pack or this 8-pack only requires one power supply, one Romex here, and then the rest of this is included, which is low voltage. So we're going to save money both on the wiring cost, because Romex, you know, is copper, it's not cheap. And then these are going to connect. And what's cool about these is they all have this type of connector right here. You can see this will unscrew, and we can pop this off, if I can do it one-handed while I film. And now we can run all these from one location and connect these to the low volt wires. This happens to be their adjustable gimbal, and this is a 6-inch model. And let me show you where I used that particular fixture at my house. Oh, got to turn it on right here. Let's see, living room, there we go. So this slope ceiling here, you can see we've got about a 20 or 25 degree slope on this ceiling. And these fixtures are actually pointing straight down because they're the slope ceiling. Now this happens to be the 4-inch model from HALO, and the 6-inch model is what I've got on the kitchen island here. But all 6 of these were put in after the fact, after the drywall was hung. We could line them up exactly where we wanted. It's in line with that speaker right there. It's where I wanted them in relation to the skylights, and then the gimbals are adjusted so they're straight down. That's a really nice kit. And the other thing that they've got that's fairly new is this guy right here. This is a direct mount as well. This is a splay downlight 6-inch. And you're gonna notice on all these fixtures that they're color selectable. So we can select from 3, 4, or 5,000 Kelvin. And some of the other fixtures actually have more than that. This one has 5 selections. And I believe those selections are actually right here on the housing. So your electrician can set this from 27 up to 6,000. I even like how they've shown the 27 as a little bit warmer, and they're showing you that it's a little cooler when it gets to 5,000, which of course we know is daylight. So they're using kind of a bluish symbol on the 5,000, and then it's a little warmer as you get down to 2,700. I actually wired everything in my whole house at 3,000 Kelvin. I think that's really the perfect temperature, but I do see that some people, when they go into laundry rooms, they like to go a little brighter so you can see what that temperature is in the laundry room. So there are some people that go 5,000 Kelvin in laundry room, pantries, that sort of thing. I'm a fan of 3,000. That's really what my whole house is. And even with a bright daylight coming in, I think 3,000 is the way to go. All right, let's see, guys. What did I miss on my topics for today? I think we talked low voltage. We talked about the options. Oh, I know what I forgot to mention. This one is brand new. This is the Canless baffle downlight with a night light option. So check this out. This has a night light. So you can either have this light on or you can have the night light on, which means that now you can get up and go to the bathroom. You can get to the kitchen in the middle of the night. This would be really nice to put in all of your bath areas. So the kids, when they get up in the middle of the night, don't have to turn the lights on, or you don't. You've got that night light option. Again, everything's going to show the lumen output, and it's going to tell you whether it's color selectable and how many colors. And Halo's done a great job with making those selectable. So that now the same fixture can be used as somebody who wants 2,700, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, or 5,000, all in the same fixture. And I think the light modes here is really cool. That's a really nice feature. All right, guys, I think that's all I wanted to mention in particular today. This Canless direct mount splay is going to be one of your most affordable options out there. But really, when it comes to the scheme of things, these are very affordable fixtures. And now that we can wire with low volt, with just one Romex wire here with the quick link set, gosh, that's a really, really nice fixture, especially for remodelers that are coming in and maybe putting 1 8-pack of this in the kitchen, utilizing an existing circuit and having that many Canless, I should say, baffle downlights all in one location. All right, with that being said, let me turn the program back over to Maggie. And don't forget, we're going to have time for your Q&A. I'll see you in a minute.